नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge, Pavitram Idam Uttamam. By Krishna's costless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 14th chapter. Towards the end, we are studying. So, now Arjuna is asked very important question, which we are going to get the answer today and tomorrow. And the most important question we will study tomorrow, that is, how can one get freed from the three modes of material nature? That is what needed for all of us, to get ourselves freed from the three modes of nature, because they are controlling us. And in the 14th chapter, when we started, we understood very clearly that why each mode is controlling, in what circumstances each mode will start controlling us. We understood very clearly. When a person is attached to the material sense objects, he immediately comes under the control of the mode of passion, Rajoguna. So that happens only when we are attached. Sangha Samudbhava. So it's produced from attachment. Sangha Samudbhava. Ragatmakam Viddhi. It is Raga. Raga, Sangha. Both means attachment. Both mean attachment. Raga and Sangha. If you don't have any attachment to the material sense objects, that means we are not going to be controlled by the mode of passion, Rajoguna. That means we will not be bound to work in this material world, because it is karma bandha. Rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sanka samudbhavam, sanga samudbhavam, tan nibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So karma sangha. So karma sangha means it's bondage to work. That's what the Rajoguna will create. Only when we are attached to material sense objects. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us how to detach from everything in this material world. We very well know that automatically happens when we are attached to Krishna. So that means if we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, when we are attached to Krishna, when we are doing everything as an offering unto Krishna, so that means we will automatically get detached from everything in this material way. No more attachment. So our life should be like that way only. Our day-to-day life, every day, whatever we do, everything should be centered around Krishna so that we won't come ourselves under the control of the modes of nature. That's why Krishna said that very clearly that Devigi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mamyeva Ye Prabhatyante Maya Metam Tarantite. So this Maya, my Maya, is very difficult to overcome. It is divine in nature. Devigi Esha Gunamayi. And it's very difficult to overcome, but anyone surrenders unto me can be freed from the modes of nature, will be freed from the modes of nature. Because when we are attached to Krishna, that means we are not attached to material sense objects. We can do only either this or that. We cannot be attached to both at the same time. We cannot be attached to Krishna and be attached to the material sense objects. Both are not possible. Our mind can, at a time, think about only one thing. Even though we talk about multitasking, so our brain can be trained to do multitasking. For example, while driving, we can talk on phone and we can do all such things. Talk on phone or talk with others and all such things because of our brain is actually it can be trained to do this parallel multitasking. But our mind can only think only one thing at a time. So, and if that is Krishna, so that means our mind cannot think about the material sense objects. That's what we should aim in our life. We should dedicate our life unto Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and surrender everything unto Krishna and do everything for Krishna. So that way, when our mind is completely fixed on Krishna, then it cannot think about the material sense objects. There is no time or no opportunity for, there is no way for it to think about material sense. So that is the way when we are attached to Krishna, when we always think about Krishna, so we are not going to think about material sense objects. So that means we are freed from the three modes of material nature. Now we understand the science, how it works, because Krishna is teaching us that if you surrender unto me, if you do everything for me, if you always think of me, then you will be freed from the modes of nature. Because when we do everything for Krishna, when our mind is thinking only about Krishna all the time, it has no way it can think about material sense objects. So we automatically get ourselves detached from that. So that is the scientific way to get ourselves freed from the attachments, freed from the modes of nature. For that, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very important. Because we need to follow. Because in order to focus our mind on Krishna, we need to know all about Krishna. We need to know everything about Krishna. Without knowing about who is Krishna, how can we think about Krishna? That is not possible. And therefore, we need to feel the separation from Krishna. Of course, we are not separated. Krishna is with us. He is there in our heart as the super soul, and Krishna is there everywhere. But we are not able to interact with Krishna. He is interacting with us through this Bhagavad Gita, of course, no doubt about it. Krishna is talking with us, giving us this knowledge and everything. But We are not able to be with Krishna, see him face to face. That is not possible. As long as we are in this material veil, we have this material body with our material eyes, we cannot see Krishna face to face. So that's why Krishna gave special eyes to Arjuna to see the universal form of Krishna. Divyam Chakshu. So, for us to go to Goloka, achieve the life of eternity, like there is permanent blissful life, so then we can be with Krishna. So that separation we need to feel, that we are not able to see Krishna, because Krishna said that Naham Prakasaga Sarvasya Yogamaya Samavrittaga Mudoyam Nabijanati Yogoma Majamabhi. So we should be feeling that. So that means we should always think about Krishna and aim to be with Krishna and feel that separation. So we should not get ourselves so much like focusing in this material veil, forgetting Krishna and struggling and suffering in this material veil. That is not good. That is not good for ourselves. We are suffering in this material. We need to realize Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha Doshanu Darshana. One should see Darshana. One should see that they are all symptoms of suffering. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Having this body now, it's a suffering. Having taken birth in this material veil, it's a dukkha. We should not celebrate. How can we celebrate our birthday when it's a dukkha? Dukkha doshanu darshanam. We should understand, get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and solve this problem. That's what is called knowledge. Etat jnanamiti proktam ajnanam yatato anyata. That's what is knowledge. Other things are ignorance. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are able to understand all these things that we are struggling and suffering. So that's why Krishna told Arjuna that Anityam Asukham Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasvamam. Having come to this temporary miserable world, you render devotional service unto me. Anityam Asukham Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasvamam. That's what we are supposed to. That's why Krishna repeatedly teaching us in Bhagavad Gita that you render devotional service unto me, always think of me, never forget me. All the time Krishna is teaching us to focus our mind on Krishna, to offer our mind and intelligence unto Krishna. Then only we are not going to suffer, because Krishna doesn't want us to suffer in this material veil. Krishna is our best friend. Krishna is our Father, Supreme Father, and Krishna is everything for us. And Krishna wants us to enjoy forever. So that's why even he told Arjuna that Hatova prapsasi swargam jitvava bhokshishemagi. So when Arjuna told Krishna that Nayoche iti Govindam, Govinda, I shall not fight, Krishna told Arjuna that if you get killed in this battlefield, you are going to go to Swarga. If you win, then you are going to enjoy. Jitvava bhokshashem, hatova prapsasi swargam jitvava bhokshashem. So either way you are going to get benefited by fighting in this battle. By not fighting, you are going to get only sins. Atachaitvam imam dharmyam sangramam nakarishyashi tata swadharmam kirtim cha hitva papamavapsyasi. That's what Krishna told us. So, if you don't fight, if you leave this battle, then You are not only losing your dharma and your fame, your name, and everything, but you are also going to get sins by not fighting in that battlefield. Whereas by fighting in the battlefield for dharma, so you are going to, either way, if you win also, it's a win-win situation only. We win also, you are going to enjoy this world, and if you lose also, you are going to go to Swarga. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. So that way, for us, we need not worry what is good for us. Krishna is taking care of us. We just have to surrender everything unto Krishna. That is only good for us. Only by focusing our mind and intelligence and everything unto Krishna, that is only good for us, nothing else. Dedicating our life unto Krishna, doing everything as per the instructions given by Krishna in this Bhagavad Gita, that's what is good for us. Nothing else is good for us. So that means we need to prepare ourselves to lead such kind of life where fully we are Krishna conscious. That is very important. All the time, all our acts, everything should be done only for Krishna. If we just wish that, if we just desire that, then as I have mentioned so many times in the past, we just have to only desire. So then Krishna will make sure it will happen. If you want to dedicate our life unto Krishna, if that's what our desire is, then Krishna will create all the opportunities for us to do that. He's with us. He's in our heart as a super soul. So that way, he knows everything. So then Krishna will take care of everything. So mind should be on Krishna only all the time, not on anything else. Then Krishna is very, very easy to obtain. So our thoughts should be only on Krishna, nothing else. So then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to reach Goloka. So this Bhagavad Gita is giving us the opportunity to achieve that. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to elevate ourselves to Goloka. And we got this opportunity, this most confidential knowledge. And we are studying. Every chapter we are enjoying. We enjoyed the Viswarupa, we enjoyed the Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna's opulence of the Absolute. We also enjoyed the Bhakti Yoga, the devotional service, and we studied at length the 13th chapter, the Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Jnaya. Everything we studied, we enjoyed. We understood everything. And now we are in the 14th chapter, the 3 modes of material nature, and then the yoga of the Supreme Person. In the 15th chapter, we are going to study even much more. All such things gives us so much knowledge, just this Bhagavad Gita only. Bhagavad Gita is full of knowledge. If we just these 18 chapters, 700 slokas, if we study again and again like what we are doing every day, and simply sit straight and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on Krishna, and that way don't think about anything else, as Krishna said that yato nischalati manas chanchalam astiram tatastato niyam yaitat atmanyeva vasam nayet. That's what Krishna is asking us to. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. That's what we are supposed to. By the control of Atma. That definitely we will be able to do it because we are getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So Jnanam Labdva Param Shantim Achirena Adhigachati means when we get this knowledge, we are definitely going to achieve like complete freedom from this material modes of nature, from this material. Well, there is no doubt about it. So Now we are successfully studying in the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 14th chapter, in the sloka number 20, what we studied, Gunanyetanatītyatri dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkhair vimukto amritam ashnute. So, when we are freed from the three modes of material nature, the dehi, the soul, is actually freed from the janma mrityu jara dukkha, which is produced by the body. So that happens when we are freed from the modes of nature. Now we understood very clearly. Already in the beginning of this chapter, we understood that only these three modes of material nature bind the soul into the body. Sattvam rajas tama iti jana gunaga prakriti sambhavaga nibadnanti mahabahu dekhe deganam avve. So they only bind us. So now we understood very clearly that when we are freed from the modes of nature, then because we are freed from the modes of nature, they cannot bind us to this body. So that means we are freed from this material body. So that means Dega Samudbhavan, Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkha Vimukto. So that means we are Vimukto, we are freed, we are liberated from this material veil. And at that point of time, Amritam Ashnute, we are going to enjoy the nectar. So that means we are going to get the life where there is no death in Goloka. When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distresses, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. Then in the next sloka, what Krishna is teaching us, Arjuna is asking a question. Arjuna uvacha Kairlingai strin gunanitanatītho bhavati prabho Kimacharaha katham chaitam strin gunanativartate. Arjuna uvacha Kairlingai strin gunanitan achito bhavati. O Master, O my Lord, by what symptoms one can be known that he is freed from the three modes of material nature? Trin gunan atito. So when you are freed, you have transcended the three modes of material nature. By what symptoms? Kairlingas. By which symptoms one can know? Kimacharaga. What behaviors? By what symptoms? What behaviors? What are his behaviors? Katham chaitam strin gunan ati vartade. How does he transcend the three modes of material nature? How can one transcend the three modes of nature? Very important question. And we are going to first get the answers for the like Kailingais, what symptoms, and Kimachara, what are his behaviors, all those things today in the next four slokas, 22 to 25. Then just in one sloka, 26, we are going to get the answer for Katham Chaitam Strin Gunan Ativartate. So, how one can transcend the three modes of nature. Arjuna inquired, O my dear Lord, by which symptoms is one known who is transcendental to these three modes? What is his behavior and how does he transcend the modes of nature? So in these four slokas, what Krishna is now giving the answer to Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani nanivrittani kankshati udasina vadasino gunairyo na vichalyate guna vartante ityeva Yovatistati Nengate Samaga Dukka Samadukka Sukhaga Swastaga Samalostasma Kanchanaga Tulya Priya Priyo Dhiraga Tulya Nindatma Samstutihi Manapamanayostulyega Tulyo Mitrari Pakshayo Sarvarambha Parityagi Gunatitaga Savuchyate. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Prakasham cha Pravrittim cha Mohameva cha Pandava. So when there is illumination or there is illusion, so Prakasham cha Pravrittim cha. So when there is an illumination, attachment, Pravrittim cha, and Moha, when Nadvesi Sampravrittani, so when they are there, one should not hate them. When they are not there, one should not desire them. Nanivrittani Kamsha. So Nadvesi Sampravrittani, when there is an illumination, attachment, and illusion, one should not hate when they are present, and one should not desire when they are absent. Udasina vadasino gunayo navichalyat. So one should situate it neutral. Udasina vadasina. So when the modes of nature are acting on us, one should situate it neutral, thinking that guna avattanta ityevam yo vattistati nengate. Just gunas are doing their work, and we should not be bothered by that. We should not be disturbed by that. That's why Krishna says in the 9th chapter, Nachamatstani bhutani. Krishna says, Nachamamtani karmani nibandhananti dhananjaya udasina vadasino. So Krishna is saying that udasina vadasino. So I am situated as neutral. So Krishna is saying the same thing to us when we are freed from the modes of material nature. Udasina vadasino. Samadukka sukhaha swastaha. So one should be equal in both happiness and distress and situated in the self, swastaga. Samalostasma kanchanagam. One should treat pebble, stones, and gold as equal. Tulya priya apriyo dhiras. So tulya means one should be equal to both whom we like or don't like, priya and apriyo dhiras. So tulya nindatma samstuti. So should be equal in both blame and praise. So nindatma, when somebody is blaming, we should not be affected. Or samstuti, somebody is praising, we should not be affected. Mana apamanayo tulyas, in both honor and dishonor, one should be equal. Tulyo mitrari pakshayo, so mitra and ari, so there is friend and enemy, so one should be equal to both friends and enemies. And sarvarambha parityagi, so who is renounced in all endeavors. Gunati tagasa uchyate, so he is freed from the three modes of nature. These are all the symptoms by which we are freed from the three modes of nature. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, he who does not hate elimination, attachment, and delusion when they are present or long for them when they disappear, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all these reactions of the material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active, who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, a stone, and a piece of gold with an equal eye, who is equal toward the desirable and the undesirable, who is steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the modes of nature. So Krishna has used the word tulya so many times in this sloka, and sama and tulya. So sama dukkha sukha sama, and then sama lostasma kanchanaga sama, and then tulya priya priyo diraga, then tulya nindatma samstuti, then manapamanayo tulyaga, then tulya mitrari pakshayo. So like that, in every line Krishna is using the word tulya, tulya, sama, sama, so that means equal. So by Krishna's costless mercy, now we have successfully finished up to 25 slokas in the 14th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Rajeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. கேட்டேன் நல்லா ஹரே
Krishna Kanela. We are studying Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Palniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's initial explanation specifically today's Apurva to come out of three modes of nature. That's a very, very good slogas and very tough to follow on today's thing. But still, we have to try our level best to achieve something out of that. That is my thinking about that. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे हरे कुंभनंदी सर हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Sadha Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thanks for a wonderful class. I don't have any questions for today. So grateful to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much for the class, Guruji. And
Yes.
thank you for every day keeping us in Krishna consciousness and taking us along on the journey. Thank
Krishna's-
you. Very interesting shlokas today on how we can identify the different
Yes.
modes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Interesting session also. Today's sloka was very interesting. The devotee has said that it is tough to follow. It is right, but and the way it has been explained is really good, really nice. Thank you, Guruji, for a wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I got disconnected. I don't know for what reason. When you called out my name, Guruji, I touched a wrong button, I think. Yes. Thank you, Guruji, for the class. And today you said that our mind and intellect should be continuously on Krishna. And if we are in a position to be equal in a state of praise, criticism, honor, dishonor, then we are getting above the mode of nature.
Yes, Mataji.
So, Guruji, you also spoke of that ninth verse of some chapter. I don't know. So, can you explain that ninth verse which you were talking about?
Yes, Mataji. It's the 9th chapter. So Krishna told that Udasina Vadasino, that's what I was talking about there. So Nachamam Tani Karmani Nibadnanti Dhananjaya Udasina Vadasino Asaktam Teshu Karmashu. So all the activities what Krishna is doing it, nothing is going to bind him. So that's what Tani Karmani Na Nibandranti, Mam, Na Mam Nibandranti. So Mam Na Nibandranti. Tani Karmani Mam Na Nibandranti. Those actions, what I do it, so they are not going to bind me because I am situated Udasina Vadasino, very neutral. So situated as neutral. That's what Udasina Vad Asinam. So asaktam teshu karma. So situated as neutral means I am not attached to anything in all those results. So Krishna himself is like that. The Supreme Lord Krishna himself is saying like that, Udasina Vadasina. So today in the 14th chapter, the sloka what we studied, Krishna said the same word, Udasina Vadasina. So that's what I was quoting that sloka from the 9th chapter, 9th sloka Mataji. So Krishna is saying that a person when he is freed from the three modes of material nature, so he is Udasina Vadasina. He will be situated as neutral. So that's why Sama, Tulya, Tulya, so many times we studied. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. But Guruji, he is Krishna, so he can be so neutral. We are trying to be like him, Guruji.
From the modes of nature, we will be like that.
Yes, Guruji. So he's teaching us to be like him. He's telling us why he is like that and how we can be like him.
Exactly. And we are free from
Yes,
the
Guruji.
modes of nature, we won't be affected by anything. We'll be neutral.
Yes, and that will come with practice, surely. If we have full faith in his teachings, it will definitely happen.
Yes.
Yes,
No.
Guruji. Thank you so much for explaining. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
By the castless mercy of Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class. Bhagavad Gita, the best, purest and topmost knowledge. In this chapter, we are understanding how to get free from three modes of nature. We understand that these modes of nature control us. Once we are attached to actions, then Rajoguna is acting on us. That is bondage to work due to Rajoguna. Then we are attached to material world. Bhagavad Gita guides us how to detach from this material world and attach to Krishna only. Every action of us should be related to and centered towards Krishna only. When we are attached to Krishna, we are detached from material objects. Mind can only think only one thing at a time. When we concentrate on Krishna, our mind concentrates on Krishna. Then naturally we are free from the three modes of nature. We have to surrender everything unto Krishna, fix our mind on Krishna, then no thinking of material objects. Once we always think about Krishna, we cannot think or divert ourselves towards material sense objects. Struggling and suffering in this material world is not good. That will create janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, all will be affected. Then Bhagavad Gita is the only knowledge. Other things are not the knowledge. And we have to offer our mind and intelligence to Krishna. Krishna is everything for us. Krishna tells to Arjuna, fighting in the battlefield is for dharma, will benefit you. Similarly, following Krishna's instructions is good for us. All actions, always we have to render only for Krishna. We should be in Krishna consciousness. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we get the opportunity to go to Goloka. We get free from material sense objects. And in today's 14th chapter, 20th sloka, Krishna is telling, when we are free from three modes of material nature, our soul gets free from janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, and we enjoy the nectar of life, nectar in this life itself. And in the 21st sloka, Arjuna asks Krishna, what are the symptoms of that person? One can be free from three modes of material nature. What is his behavior of that person? How he can transcend the three modes of nature? And today's very important sloka, the Supreme God, Krishna, tells that the person who should not hate the illumination, illusion, and delusion when they are more in nature, and one should not desire them when they are absent. And he should be situated in the neutral stage to gunas and not disturbed. One should be equal to both happiness and distress. And he should see everything equally in the equal sense. One should equal to both likes and dislikes, both blame and praise. One should be equal to both honor and dishonor. And friends and enemies, he should be equally reacting. And he is renounced in all endeavors. Such a person is transcendental to all material nature. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Guruji, very nice class. Really, I could miss. One Mataji was sitting beside me, and she is very dedicated. And she is going also now in the month of Kartik at Mayapur. And really, I'm very impressed about that dedication. And really, it is more and more charging if you have satsang and right persons. Those are dedicated to Lord Krishna. And really, I'm very thankful, Guruji, about that gunas, how gunatita. You have to go beyond these gunas and not attached with the material pleasures. And this is illumination, had all these things, the nectar, as Lakshmi Siddhar Prabhuji told, and that the ambrosia, the nectar, you will get it when you, and this Gita Jnana, Vidamruta. So really, 22 and 21 sloka is very important. I will go through again. And I was telling about all these temples of India and abroad also. And I don't know anything about that. And I was very much happy to know that they are having staying in that Surat and having the houses. Only in the apartment, all the army, naval employees are staying alone, staying together with only the ISKCON devotees. I am very happy to listen all these things. Really, unless you have a good company, a good society, you cannot say. So mind won't be distracted when you total surrender to Lord Krishna, our company, the society. As I am attending the class, why others not attend any classes? The nature. So we will try our best, and when you interact with those who are totally dedicated to Lord Krishna, we will enjoy. And thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman Naman. Because of you, we are attending this class. I will try my best to more and more dedicated. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman Naman Naman.
Right.